Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Matt James with the band Blacktop Mojo, and that just happened.
Hey guys, what's going on? It is Front Row Joe. We're here live on the internet with Matt James of Blacktop Mojo. Matt, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Yeah, doing real well. Good to see you. Good to see you. And I know too. We were just talking offline, but when we were setting this thing up, you had to check with your tour manager on the time that we could do this because you guys are.
We are rolling. We are going on tour tonight.
Yeah, buddy.
We're leaving.
That's awesome. That's great. That's great. So spend a little time practicing and getting the set list together. What you've been doing leading up to getting on the road?
Yeah, man. We had a little practice this week, a little run through. Last week we had a little. We rented studio space and kind of set up the whole big PA and everything. I had a full on production rehearsal with our crew guys and just running through the new set. Got some new songs in there.
That's great.
Just excited, man. Everything's fresh. Everything's new.
Yeah. Now I can only imagine how excited you guys are to get out on the road and see the fans and certainly play after not being able to for how long?
I think our last time out on the road was February of 2020. So it's been almost a year and a half now. It's way too long. Yeah,
that's a while. Well, I know that as shows have been trickling in here for us as well, you know, everyone's been excited and so yeah, really excited for you guys. I saw on the date. Now you guys have 35 plus dates, and it's just you. How long is the set going to be? You guys got an hour and a half, or?
Yeah, around an hour and a half. You know, may go longer. Who knows, man?
You got to know somebody again. You never know, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird how like sometimes the same amount of songs, like you'll have 15 or 18 songs on a set list, or 20 or whatever it is, and sometimes 15 songs will last an hour and a half, and sometimes 15 songs will last an hour. You know, and it's a weird phenomenon. There's some kind of time warp going on.
Yeah. So I know you probably can't or don't want to share too much about the set list, but anything from Static going to be on there?
I don't know. We've got like a couple of. We're not going to be playing the same exact set list the whole time. We got some songs here and there. We're going to be switching in and out, and kind of mixing it up from night to night. So
yeah, the only reason I mentioned Static is that was released in May of last year. I mean, that's like right when we were in the throes of the shutdown, and that begs me to ask if you felt that it got enough recognition without having, without touring it and putting it in your set list, or since most people were at home and they were occupying themselves with entertainment, that it got plenty of play. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, I think the EP in particular was kind of something that we released kind of for us, just for fun. Most of those songs we recorded while we were recording. They're from the sessions when we were recording Under the Sun. So they were kind of a couple of extra leftover songs, and then a couple of songs we've been working on. So it was just something to keep us sane and be creating something, putting something out there, and while we all couldn't do anything fun. So.
Gotcha. So no really expectations, just a creative outlet and wanting to get content out there.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Gotcha.
It's fun making music,
Yeah. No, it's a collection for sure, and we can't wait. I mean, while we're talking about albums, can't wait for the eponymous album that's coming out now. Is it still scheduled? Still on track to drop next month, August?
Yeah, man. It'll be out August 13th, and we're stoked, man. We can't wait. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, yeah, buddy. Now, these dates that are coming up, you got to have something from the album. Are people going to get a sneak peek on the first couple shows?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We got a few brand new songs in the set, for sure, and then we'll be adding more kind of as we go along and get closer to the release date.
Yeah. Well, you've already released one single, Taillights. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I was going to ask though, your silent, maybe not so silent for you guys, partner, Philip Mosley. He's produced a lot of your stuff. Did he help you guys out with this one as well?
He did, man. He did. We had a great team. We had him and a guy named Mike Stankiewicz. He's engineered a lot of big records in Nashville, a lot of country records and stuff. And we were excited to go back to Sound Emporium, which is where we record Burning Ships, our second record. And it was a cool experience, man. We got to go out there for a little bit longer than we did the last time we were there, and really take our time and get the bones of the songs down. We tracked all the rhythm stuff and drums, bass, rhythm guitars, and rented real amps and had all the real stuff. So we got that really fat, thick, warm sound, and yeah, I'm excited about this one, man. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Well, same producer, same studio. Going back in, did that familiarity kind of help the creative process as well?
Yeah, man. It was cool because we've been there before, and we're really good friends. They treat us like family over there, and we knew what to expect going in this time, so we kind of were able to get right to work, and didn't have as much like getting used to the space or getting used to being out there. You just kind of were able to dive right into it.
Yeah, kind of hit the ground running. I got it. Yeah. Well, again, we mentioned Taillights, and something a little bit different for you guys, really a bluesy ballad type. Can you share a little background on the creation of that song, and maybe explain the process, how you guys, Blacktop Mojo, choose a single, and why Taillights was that album?
So that song was actually not written whenever we went into the studio. We were out there and we were recording for about a week, and I was driving back and forth to the gym. I went to the gym every morning, kind of start the day, get a little sweat on everything, and get my mind right. And I was on the way back from the gym, and I was flipping through my phone and found this recording of the guitar part that's in that song, in the verse, and that our producer had sent us like 6 months ago. Completely forgotten about it, and I just kind of played it because we didn't really have a like slower ballad type of song on this record, and I was like, man, that'd be really cool to put something to this. And went and took a shower and like had my cell phone playing it over and over and over again while I was taking a shower, and just had the chorus kind of popping in my head, and went and sat down in the little lounge area while they were tracking some other parts, and had a buddy of ours out there, Alex Smith. We did a cover of Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, and he was actually the guy singing the main vocal on that. But he's a songwriter buddy of ours. He was out there visiting, and I was just like, hey man, I got this idea. You want to help me write this song? And we sat down in the lounge and kind of hashed out like a first verse, first chorus. And then we're like, oh man, I think we got something here. And we went back to the house that we were staying in that night and just stayed up till probably about 3 or 4 in the morning drinking whiskey and finishing the song, and got it ready to lay down the next day.
Oh, that's fantastic, man. That's really cool how something like that just kind of spills out, right? Yeah,
man, it was something about being in another city, being away from home, just kind of being wrapped up in making an album.
Yeah. Well, and the video is really cool, very atmospheric, with red lights, like Taillights. Was that a conscious decision?
Yeah, definitely, man. It was kind of wanted to keep it simple and just kind of do like a performance style thing, and we actually shot that in our drummer's dad has a big shop where he keeps his boat and stuff, and So we pulled the boat out and shot a music video.
That's that's really cool. I like that behind the scenes stuff there.
Yeah.
That's great. So I was going to say that August 18th on this tour, you're going to make a stop in Memphis at a place called Growlers. Saw a show there about a month and a half ago. Great spot. And if you like pinball machines, they got about a half a dozen vintage pinball machines behind a plastic curtain, like when you're walking into a reefer, walk-in freezer.
Yeah, I'm about that life, man.
It's really cool. So maybe after sound check, before everyone gets in there, you can hit the bank of vintage pinball machines. Have you been to Memphis before?
We've played in Memphis before. I can't remember the name of the venue off the top of my head.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they all kind of blend together after a while. But yeah. I noticed also too that you have a date that in between. So basically, an off day the next day. Do you guys have any plans to hit Beale Street or anything like that the next day?
Shoot, I don't think we're good at planning that far ahead, bro.
Well, if you do, it's a great spot, man. There's a lot of great places around there for sure.
Heck yeah, man. I have to check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of the things, I know that coming out of this, a lot of the artists are being asked, what did you do during the pandemic? All that good stuff. I think that's probably been played out a little bit. But one thing I noticed of you is kind of towards the tail end of the pandemic, I noticed on your social media feed that you were posting your pub trivia exploits and conquests.
Oh, yeah.
So you're a big pub trivia guy, huh?
Oh yeah, man. We they just started doing that last right before the pandemic happened, a couple summers ago, and we just been going every week, man. It's kind of I love trivia. I love doing that. We got our little team called the Dads on Vacation, and
I love it. And I would assume that you're very competitive. And if you're competitive, the way that you build a successful trivia team is like a football team. You have your different positions. So you have someone that is, your ringer for pop culture, your go-to for world geography, for music. If you prescribe to that, is that the way that you built your team as well? Definitely.
We have if they ask a comic book question, you're like, it's Jonathan.
So you're the go-to for what then?
I usually music stuff pretty good at. And then like anatomy, science, stuff like that. I went to college for that, and I kind of remember a little bit of it from back, not a lot of it, but basic stuff.
Well, let's test your trivia brain right now. What do you say about that?
Sure, man.
All right. So you're playing trivia. This is we're getting towards the end, and these next three questions can win it. All right.
All right.
Who was the first woman to pilot and fly solo across the Atlantic?
Amelia Earhart.
There you go. That's one. What famous U.S. festival hosted over 350,000 fans in 1969?
Woodstock.
That's two.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Last one. You ready?
Yeah.
Which country borders 14 nations and crosses 8 time zones?
Oh, wow. Russia?
That's it.
Yeah.
Trivia. That's why you guys are the best. Yeah. That's why you guys are the best. That's good stuff. Well, the last thing I want to talk to you about is super stoked to see that you guys made the lineup again for Shiprocked.
Oh yeah, man. We're real stoked about that, man. That's
So this will be your second time. This will be your return trip. So how cool was that to get the invite back?
Oh man, it's definitely cool. The Ask For family and that cruise is it's one of the coolest experiences we've ever had. So being able to go back and be a part of that again is awesome, man. I can't wait. It's going to be so cool.
It's a big party, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I don't think anybody's ready for their first time on that boat for sure.
Yeah. So your first time you're referred to as a what? As a noob, right?
As a noob, yeah.
As a noob. And when you go on for the second time or the consecutive time, you're referred to as a what,
Oh, I can't remember.
You're referred to as a survivor.
Survivor. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So all of us regular people that aren't artists get those lanyards that say
That's
either
right.
noob or survivor. So you guys are all survivors now.
Oh,
Now that you've had, your first shot, you're coming back. You're not rookies anymore. What are you most looking forward to when you get on the boat?
Just seeing all the shows, man. I think last time, you just kind of have your head spinning the whole time because you don't really know where to go or like what to do or what to look for even. But now this time I've got some some people I want to check out, and yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to being able to do that.
Yeah, and that's a good segue. I was going to ask you, who might you be excited to see?
Aaron Jones,
Yeah.
definitely. I'm excited he's going to be on there. I think Bad Flower's supposed to be back on.
Yep, they are.
I missed their set last time.
Okay.
I was in the casino, I think. And then Lamb of God for sure. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, it's such a killer lineup, and yeah, all the people that you mentioned are awesome and excellent. It's going to be really tough to figure out how to make all the shows because all of you want to see, right?
Oh, for sure, man. Oh, Seven Dust for sure. Always got to catch Seven Dust. That's one of the best sets.
Yeah,
ever, guaranteed.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some great people in the Stowaways as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is a stacked ship for sure. Definitely looking forward to seeing you guys again on there. Now I know last time we spoke, I talked about your "That Just Happened" moment. Now in between that talk and now we've had a year and a half, like you said, where we've been shut up at home or whatever. But we always end the interview with your "That Just Happened" moment. Doesn't have to be over the last year or so, but it can be. You have one.
Well, I mean, just being told that we're going to have to stay home for an amount of time. No, but Shiprocked, you brought up a good memory. Last time we were on Shiprocked, we got invited down to the crew bar, which is like below deck. I guess they caught our set in the lobby or something like that, or some of the crew had caught our set, and they asked for if we could go down. And they like escorted us down into the bowels of the ship, and there's a little bar down there that all the crew hangs out at. And so we got to take a little acoustic guitar and hang out down there for the night and get a little wild with the crew. So that was most of them don't speak English, but they were all very welcoming, very cool. Everybody was super nice down there. It was one of the coolest. I felt like if you watch Titanic and they got that party going on down the bottom of the ship, you know what I mean? It was kind of like that.
I've heard. I have a couple of friends that have done have been crews of cruise ships, and above decks where we are is a party, but that's what I heard the real party is that.
It's real wild, man. It's pretty crazy. It's weird, like you don't expect it, and it's just this tiny little bar. It looks like something out of like Casablanca or something like that down in the bottom of the ship. And man, they definitely know how to party down there. I don't think I remember coming back up out of the.
Oh, really? Yeah. There we go.
I think somebody probably had to walk me to my room that night. That was a good time.
There you go. That's good stuff. I love it. Well, hopefully you get invited back down again.
yeah, that'd be cool, man.
That would be cool. Well, Matt, I certainly appreciate it. I know that you guys are itching to get on the road. Good luck with that, and super excited again, like I said, to see you on the boat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Front Row Joe, there's Matt over there, Blacktop Mojo, and that just happened.